In this video, we're diving deep into 7 of the most popular parent-approved smartwatches on the market, creating what I'm calling the ultimate guide to kids' smartwatches. We'll break down everything you need to know, from their key features and communication capabilities to their price and what makes them each unique. By the end of this review, you'll have all the information you need to help you decide which smartwatch is best for your family. Now, this video is not sponsored, and these watches were sent to me for the purpose of this review video. In the description of this video, you'll also find a link to each smartwatch mentioned in this video. Also, I've included a link where you can download our PDF resource, which gives you a clear breakdown comparison between the smartwatches to help you in your decision making. Now, I didn't review these smartwatches by myself. I actually had my 7-year-old daughter, who will be 8 in a few weeks, help me out in reviewing these watches. So if you see some footage of a child using the device, most likely that's my daughter in the videos. So big shout out to her. Thank you for helping me out. Okay, so with all that being said, let's get started. First up in our alphabetical order, we have the Apple Watch SE. Apple is best known for its iconic products like iPhone, Mac, and iPad, and for creating a seamless ecosystem of hardware, software, and services with a focus on elegant design, user experience, and also privacy. Now let's address the elephant in the room. I understand that the Apple Watch SE was not designed for kids, but I decided to include it in our review anyways because according to recent studies, the majority of teens, a whopping 88%, own an iPhone. So that tells me that at some point your child might ask you for an iPhone. But hear me out for a second. What if you can give them an Apple device they can use to communicate on, and that you can also set parental controls right from your own iPhone? Well, that's where the Apple Watch SE comes in. As I mentioned before, it's not a kid's watch, but with Apple's family setup, it can be a safer alternative to an iPhone for a child or even a teen. So out of the box, you'll find the Apple Watch SE, a magnetic charging cable with a USB-C connector, and a watch band. Keep in mind that unlike some of the other devices, a wall adapter isn't included. As for color options, the Apple Watch SE comes in 2 colors. You have midnight, and then we have starlight, with a huge variety of band colors and styles available to match your child's personality. Now, the Apple Watch SE is packed with features, and I can create a whole nother video on the features alone, but for a child, the key ones are communication, safety, and health. The Apple Watch SE can make calls, send texts, and even use walkie-talkie with parent-approved contacts. It has emergency SOS fall detection and a built-in GPS for location tracking. If your child, God forbid, is in an accident, the watch can automatically contact emergency services and also notify you. You can use the Find My app to track their location in real time as well. The watch tracks activity, heart rate, and sleep, which can be a fun way to encourage a healthy lifestyle. It also has water resistance rating of 50 meters, so it's safe for swimming, and Apple states the battery life for an Apple Watch SE configured for kids will last up to 14 hours based on a very detailed list of use. Since this is a full-fledged smartwatch, be aware that kids can potentially access a web browser and download third-party apps like Snapchat. But this is where parental controls become essential. All of the parental controls are managed through Family Setup, which is controlled from your iPhone. This allows you to set up a watch for a family member who doesn't have their own iPhone. You can use the Watch app and the screen time features on your iPhone to manage everything. You can set communication limits, approve or restrict which contacts they can actually communicate with, and even create a school time mode that limits features during class hours. You also have the option to enable Ask to Buy to approve or deny any app downloads, and you can also restrict explicit content in the App Store and on websites. Okay, now let's talk about cost. Apple Watches are not cheap, as you may already know. There are quite a few different models, but the Apple Watch SE is the most affordable, starting at $249 for the GPS model, but you will need the cellular model to use family setup, which starts at $299. After that, you'll need a monthly plan for cellular connectivity, which is typically around $10 a month through your carrier. I would personally recommend getting the Apple Protection Plan. And actually, while we're at it, if you get any of the other watches I mentioned in this video, it'd be a good idea to get any of the protection plans available for those specific watches because, I mean, we all know how kids are.
Did I do that?
The benefit here is that you're getting a fully featured Apple device with some robust parental controls available, all managed from your own iPhone. So that's the Apple Watch SE. While it's not a purpose-built kids smartwatch, its powerful features combined with the robust family setup parental controls makes it an option for older kids or teens who are ready for more independence, all while staying within the Apple ecosystem. And now let's take a look at the AT&T Amigo Junior Watch. This is a device created by AT&T, a global telecommunications company that provides a wide range of services, including wireless voice and data, broadband internet, and more. They've been around forever. Fun fact, their history traces back to Alexander Graham Bell's invention of the telephone. That's wild. AT&T designed the Amigo Junior Watch to be a simple and safe way for kids to stay connected with their family. It's perfect if you already have AT&T service because then you could just add a line, but of course you can always just start the service as a new user. In this small box, you get a lot. You get a charging block, a USB-C cable, quick start guide, a charging dock, and even a second watch band. As for color options, the only available color is silver. Now let's get into what makes the watch special. Since the overall focus is keeping kids safe and connected without distractions, you won't find any games, social media, or web browsers on this watch. For school, there's a school mode that you can schedule and set the hours and days. During school mode, your child will only be able to see the main screen with time and date and will only be able to make emergency calls to their emergency contacts or 911. With its built-in GPS, you can see your child's location, which is a key feature for peace of mind. There's a feature called live tracking mode where the watch will update its location every minute for 15 minutes, but just a heads up, this feature reduces battery life quicker than usual. You can also set up what's called safe zone. When you set up a safe zone, essentially you create a radius, and if your child steps out of that area, they receive an electric shock to remind them to return to the safe zone. Just kidding. That would actually be terrible. But seriously, if your child steps out of the safe zone, you will receive a notification and then you can call them and yell at them and stuff. That's fun. The watch also has an SOS alert function that sends a notification to you if your child is in an emergency. A neat feature is the ability for kids to make video calls from the watch thanks to its 2-megapixel front-facing camera. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Oh man, what are you up to?
We made banana bread.
Woohoo! I can't wait. I just got off of work and I can't wait to see you and eat some banana bread. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. It also has a step counter to encourage your child to stay active. All of this monitoring and management is handled through the AT&T Amigo app on your own Apple or Android phone, which by the way, all of the apps that go along each of the smartwatches I mentioned in this video will be available in the Apple App Store and also the Google Play Store for Android devices. This app gives you all the parental controls you need, including managing the approved contact list of up to 30 people. I'm actually still personally working on a contact list of 30 people. I'm almost there. I just need just a few more friends and I'll get there. Performance-wise, this watch is very responsive, and I was surprised how much easier it was to type compared to most of the smartwatches that are designed for kids. The watch comes with a 520 milliamp battery, which AT&T states lasts almost 4 hours of use time, which is plenty to cover a child's day of communication. Now, one important thing to note is that this watch does not offer true texting. What do I mean by that? Well, you can't just send a normal SMS text from any phone to this watch or vice versa. You have to use the AT&T Amigo app to send text messages or have another Amigo watch that is an approved context to text one another. Now, if your intentions are just to communicate and be able to talk with your child back and forth, then this shouldn't be a concern at all. Okay, so going over the cost, the AT&T Amigo Junior watch is priced at $179.99 for the watch itself. This is an AT&T device, so you'll need an AT&T wireless plan for it to work, and the cost of an unlimited talk, text, and web plan is $10.99 a month. So that's the AT&T Amigo Junior watch. It's a great option if you're looking for a simple video call capable watch that focuses on safety and provides the peace of mind you need as a parent. Next up, we have the Bark watch. Now, if you're not familiar with Bark, they're a company that's been a leader in online safety since 2015. They're well known for their AI-powered parental control solutions like the Bark app, which monitors text, social media, and more on your family's devices, and also the Bark phone. They've essentially packed that same technology into this watch. Right out of the box, you'll find the watch itself, a USB charging cable with a magnetic connector, a wall adapter, and of course, a quick start guide. As for color options, the watch case itself is dark gray, but you can purchase different colored bands for $14. Now let's get into what makes this watch special. The Bark watch is designed to be a safe, distraction-free first device. Bark's unique AI scans all text and photos for potential dangers, alerting you to issues like cyberbullying or inappropriate content, predators, without you having to manually read every message. If anything is flagged, you'll receive a notification through the Bark app with the message in question. You can then have a conversation with your child regarding the message. Another unique feature is the Fitness app, which has step tracking to help motivate your child to stay active. You won't find any games, web browsers, or social media on this watch. Instead, its core features are focused on two things: safety and communication. With its built-in GPS, you can see your child's live location at any time. So like, for example, when they're at a friend's house or walking home from school, you can check their location. There's also a SOS button, which when pressed, lets your child call you quickly and discreetly when they need help during an emergency. The Bark watch has an IP68 rating, which makes it water resistant, with a 700 milliamp battery that I found the battery to last about a day. But as with any smartwatch, it just varies on how the watch is being utilized. For example, a super popular child who makes a lot of phone calls and sends texts throughout the day will find that their battery life probably won't last the whole day. The Bark watch allows calls and texts with a parent-approved contact list. All of this monitoring and management is handled through the Bark app on your own phone. This is the app that gives you the parental insight and monitoring you need. Okay, let's talk about pricing. The Bark watch is priced at a one-time fee of $169 for the watch itself. After that, you'll need a wireless plan, which costs $15 per month. Now, this monthly plan includes your unlimited talk and text data and the Bark premium subscription that you need to access all of the parental controls for your entire family. The cool thing is that the family subscription to Bark Premium lets you manage other devices like phones and tablets, which normally has its own costs. You also get free access to Talkspace Go, which is normally $29.99 per month. Now, Talkspace Go is a mental health support app that gives your child access to self-guided therapy and practical tools to help them manage stress, emotions, and everyday challenges in a safe, parent-approved way. So overall thoughts on the Bark Watch is that it's a smartwatch that's really focused on your child's safety and just overall mental health well-being. It's backed by Bark's powerful software, which gives you clear and easy to understand insights on your child's tech use. Next up, we have the Cosmo JrTrack 5. Cosmo is a company built by parents for parents with a mission to create technology that gives kids the freedom to explore while keeping families safely connected. Right out of the box, the JrTrack 5 comes with a lot. You'll find the watch itself, a charging clip, a wall adapter, stickers, which is a nice touch, and I'm sure your child will appreciate that, and even a second extra comfort fit wristband. So you can choose between silicone and Velcro. As for color options, Cosmo sells different colored bands, and they have a bunch to choose from. There's also a sleek charging stand accessory available for added convenience that the team at Cosmo so kindly sent me. With its easy to mount system, this just makes it easier to charge the watch. One of the most unique features is that parents have the ability to enable access to games and other apps through the parent portal. You can even allow your child to access age-appropriate music through Spotify Kids. Now, you will need to have a Spotify Family Premium plan to do so. The watch has some essentials like a step counter, calculator, timer, a flashlight, and a weather app with a good amount of information. Now, the watch has an IP68 rating, which means it's dust tight and water resistant and can handle a lot of what kids throw at it. There's also a focus mode available that essentially locks the watch to only allow SOS calls, and you can also set this up using a schedule, which is nice. The JrTrack 5 has a state-of-the-art GPS chip for precision location tracking. Now, Cosmo calls it Halo GPS, and it delivers pinpoint accuracy. You can even use an active tracking mode to get real-time location updates every few seconds. Where this feature will drain the battery on most watches, Cosmo has spent a lot of time and effort in the software so that utilizing this feature will not drain the battery on the watch as quickly as other watches with similar features. This is huge because if, for example, your child is walking to or from school, you can keep track of them without compromising the battery life. Speaking of battery life, with normal use, you should expect an all-day battery on the Cosmo JrTrack 5. Again, battery life is hit or miss sometimes because if your child is constantly on their watch, playing games and using the camera, taking photos, making phone calls, texting, and all that, the battery is going to drain a lot quicker than, for example, a watch where they're just using for checking in and checking the time and maybe a feature here or there. The JrTrack 5 is equipped with Cosmo's Safe Core system, which includes emergency calling and SOS alerts. If your child needs help, they can quickly send an alert to your phone. All of this monitoring and management is handled through the Mission Control app on your own phone. This app gives you a dashboard with all the insights you need, from call logs to text message review. Okay, now let's talk about pricing. The Cosmo JrTrack 5 is priced at $149.99 for the watch itself. You'll also need a monthly service plan, which starts at $9.99 per month with a 2-year prepaid plan, and there are a few other options as well. Each plan includes unlimited talk and text and data on Cosmo's network across the US, Canada, and Mexico. So that's the Cosmo JrTrack 5 with its top-tier GPS tracking, durable design, and focus on safety. It's a great option for parents who want to give their child a smartwatch with the added bonus of fun apps. Next up is the Gizmo Watch 3 from Verizon. As a company, we all know Verizon has been around for a very long time.
Can you hear me now? Good.
the Gizmo line has been a popular choice for parents for years. They focus on creating a secure, user-friendly device that's easy to manage and packed with the features parents want. Similar to the AT&T users and the Amigo Junior Watch, if you already have Verizon service, you could just add a line for the Gizmo Watch. But of course, you can always start service as a new user. In the box, you'll find the watch itself, your quick start guide, and a USB cable with a magnetic charging dock. The watch comes in colors like blue clay and teal mint, and the one Verizon sent me to test out is the dark navy with the nylon band. Now, I've found that this nylon wristband just fits better on a child's wrist. It's Velcro and it's just fits more securely in my opinion. It's also important to note that the Gizmo Watch 3 has two versions, one with a camera built in and one without. So just keep that in mind. Now let's get into what makes this watch special. Unlike many of the watches I've reviewed, the Gizmo Watch 3 does contain built-in games, 4 to be exact, and one of them is a math game. I mean, these aren't games that your child will find the most exciting, but it's a good balance between encouraging fun, activity, and education. The Gizmo Watch 3 with the camera has the ability to make video calls as well. Now, I will say I was impressed with the screen resolution quality outside of the Apple Watch, which we know Apple focuses a ton on the screen resolution. I found the Gizmo Watch 3 to have the closest screen resolution quality to an Apple Watch, and I would give the AT&T Amigo Junior Watch third place because the quality is also on par with the Apple Watch in my opinion. Some other unique features include the weather app, which is pretty detailed actually. If your child wants to know the air quality index, well, now they can. You'll also get a flashlight app with a bunch of different modes and fun sounds. The built-in GPS helps you keep track of your child. You can turn on real-time tracking, which tracks the watch even if your child is on the move, but it will significantly reduce the watch's battery life. There's also a dedicated emergency SOS button that when pressed sends an alert with their location to you. For school, you can set a school mode that only allows calls to emergency contacts. The watch also has an IP68 rating, which makes it water resistant for up to 30 minutes and in up to 10 feet of water. In terms of battery life, you have a 510 milliamp battery, which Verizon says equates to almost 5 hours of call time. When it comes to messaging, the Gizmo Watch 3 does not have true texting capabilities, but instead all messages have to be communicated through the app. Siblings or friends with Gizmo watches can be set up with the Gizmo app as Gizmo buddies so they can communicate with one another. All of this monitoring and management is handled through the Gizmo Hub app on your phone. This app gives you all of the parental controls you need, including setting up approved contacts and setting location-based alerts. If you set location-based alerts, you'll be notified when your child moves in and out of a specific area. There's also a feature called time-based alert. Basically, you can set a schedule of when you want to be notified of the watch's location. Okay, let's talk about pricing. The Gizmo Watch 3 is priced at a one-time fee of $149.99 for the watch itself or $99 for the Gizmo Watch 3 without the camera. You also need a monthly plan, which costs about $10 per month and includes unlimited talk, text, and data. So that's the Gizmo Watch 3. It's a great option if you're looking for a reliable, high-quality, feature-packed watch that provides excellent safety features and an easy-to-use parent app, and also the ability to make video calls. Next up, we have the Pinwheel Watch. Now, Pinwheel is most known for creating safe smartphones for kids and teens, and they've brought that same philosophy of balancing independence with parental controls to this watch. In the box, you'll find the watch itself, a USB charging dock, a start guide, and a SIM card with an installation tool. As for color options, the watch itself is dark gray, but you can purchase different colored bands for $16.99. So here's the thing about my experience with the Pinwheel watch. I was unable to get the full review experience since it stopped working just 3 days after unboxing and testing the watch. The issue that I experienced was that the watch kept glitching and the screen became unresponsive. I hope this was just a super rare case. Of course, there are positive reviews out there with the Pinwheel watch. I just happened to have a negative experience. Now, I did reach out to their customer support and they were kind enough to send me another one, but I just want to be honest with you and share my real experience. Now, let's get into what makes this watch special. It breaks. Just kidding. First, let's talk about the unique design. It has the largest display at almost 2 inches, which is the largest out of all the smartwatches that I've reviewed. It also has this wheel that makes navigating the menus easier. It reminds me a lot of the wheel found on an Apple Watch. Another unique feature are the dual cameras. Instead of just one front-facing camera, you also get a rear facing camera as well. Pinwheel does give you as a caregiver the option to disable these cameras if you'd like. Your child might want 2 cameras to capture a video or a photo of something they want to share, and the rear facing camera makes it a lot easier to do so without having to take the watch off. So most smartwatches you're having to record, I guess, videos like this. And with this Pinwheel, there's a camera right over here that you can see, and you can just, I guess, go like this. Now, the Pinwheel watch does have games you can add or not. I mean, if you feel like that would be too much of a distraction for your child, then you can actually choose not to install these games. In terms of battery life, Pinwheel does state that with normal use, you can expect up to 12 hours of battery life. Now, you get unlimited calls and texts with a parent-approved contact list with Pinwheel's safe listing. Another feature is you can allow which contacts your child can send images to and also monitor their text and call logs remotely. You can also set up focus mode for school and quiet time for bedtime, which limits the watch's functionality to just the basics, but will always allow your child to call or text their emergency contact. The watch comes preloaded with a parent-monitored AI chat app called Pinwheel GPT. It allows kids to ask questions in a safe, age-appropriate environment, and you can view the questions and responses from your own device and also disable this feature altogether if you'd like. All of this monitoring and management is handled through the Pinwheel Caregiver portal. This is where you approve contacts, GPS tracking, monitor text, add games, and set schedules. Switching over to the cost, the Pinwheel watch is priced at a one-time fee of $159 for the watch itself. After that, you'll need a monthly service subscription, which costs $14.99 per month. This plan includes unlimited talk and text and 2 gigs of data per month, all on Pinwheel Wireless, which uses T-Mobile's network. The cool thing is that if you already have a Pinwheel phone or get another device, you can get a discount on the subscription. So that's the Pinwheel watch. With its advanced features like the AI chat, dual cameras, and robust safety controls, it's an option for parents who want a powerful yet safe smartwatch that can grow with their child. Now that's if you get one that works. Sorry, Pinwheel. That's the last one, I promise. Next up, we have the TickTalk 5 watch. Now, if you're not familiar with TickTalk, they're a company founded by 2 parents who wanted a safer alternative to a smartphone for their kids. With over 8 years of expertise, they've become a trusted brand in kids' smartwatches, focusing on advanced technology, a durable design, and healthy balances between safety and fun. In this cool tin can box that I will definitely reuse for something else in the future, you'll find the watch itself, a USB charging cable with a magnetic connector, and of course a quick start guide. The watch case comes in gray, purple, blue, and if your child really wants to shake things up, lime. For an additional $24.99, you can purchase this neat power base with some character, I might add, which makes it easier to charge the watch. So thanks team at TickTalk for sending this additional accessory over. The TickTalk 5 is built for both safety and communication, as you might expect, but unlike other watches, it has a few extra tricks up its sleeve. You won't find any games or social media on it, but it has the iHeartRadio family app. Your child can listen to different music stations or even child-friendly podcasts, all included with any plan you choose. Because of its Bluetooth capabilities, you can even connect headphones because you might not want to listen to Disney music, but your child does. You also get the standard features you would expect, like built-in GPS, a dedicated SOS button, which when your child presses and holds the red side button for 5 seconds, it will automatically call the preset emergency contact and also send an alert with their location to the parental app. With an IP67 rating, the watch is water resistant to splashes and spills. As for the battery, TickTalk promises the watch to provide up to 100 hours of standby time and 48 hours of regular use. With regular use on my testing, it was lasting for about a day. Goes back to whether your child is on it constantly or not. Standby is 100 hours, but if they're utilizing it a lot, taking photos and just using all the features, that's going to drop drastically. The reminder feature is also pretty cool because you can set different reminders for different tasks, which helps because we all know that kids sometimes need more than one reminder to get a task done. Actually, now that I think about it, I need more than one reminder to get things done. The watch allows HD video and voice calls, as well as two-way text and group chats with a parent-approved contact list. A cool communication feature is the ability to send voice messages, emojis, GIFs, and use talk to text, and all of it is end-to-end encrypted for security. Now, TickTalk Watch does not offer true texting, and just like I stated before, if your intentions are only to communicate between you and your child, then this shouldn't be of a concern at all. Through the TickTalk app, you can access all the parental insight and monitoring that you need. Now, I will say that typing on the keyboard isn't the most user-friendly. At first, I thought it was just me and my fingers, but my daughter had a similar experience. Hopefully, they can find a way to fix this through a software update. Okay, now moving on to pricing. The TickTalk 5 watch is priced at a one-time fee of $159.99 for the watch itself. After that, you'll need a wireless plan, which starts at $9.99 a month. A cool thing about the TickTalk Watch is that they offer a flexible no contract plan on the AT&T or T-Mobile networks, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment and you can choose a plan that works best for your family's needs. So that's a quick overview of the TickTalk 5 watch. With its durable build, great communication features like video calls, and a strong focus on safety, I would say it's a solid choice for kids' first smartwatch. Okay, so there you have it, a head-to-head comparison of the 7 most popular parent-approved smartwatches on the market. Ultimately, the best choice depends on your family's needs, but I hope that this video helped you decide which smartwatch is right for your child's first step into the world of tech. We also have a similar video to this one where I review some of the most popular smartphones designed for kids on the market, so be sure to check that out as well. You can find the link to that video in the description. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.